Hi guys, this is Kimberly. I just wanted to come on here and show you a video explaining how to use your hands the right way or the correct way for a headstand. I have been doing headstands for a long time, and I've been trying to get better and better at it every single day for like the last 8 years. So if you're new to this, or you're just trying to find better tips on how to get into a headstand, I want to teach you something that I was taught in yoga teacher training. So the number one thing you want to think about is your base. Obviously the base is what keeps you solid and balanced, and then the rest of it is up to you and your body and your mind, right? But without that base, you can't really move forward to the next step. And so if you are kind of focused on getting your legs up there and you're just trying to see how long you can stay, think about that later. But right now, think about the base. Think about what you're doing with your hands, where your neck is, which is super important. You don't want to hurt yourself, and you want to make sure your neck is safe. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways of getting to a headstand with your hands, okay? So one, I call it the bucket portion. This is what I usually use. Another one is just where you actually use a tripod shape with your head and your 2 hands. So let me go over the first one, okay? First of all, you want to make sure that you just close your hands like this, make a fist, interlock the fingers, and then you're going to open your hands literally like a bucket. This is why I call it the bucket, okay? So do that. If you can do this, this is a good start. So I'm gonna come to the mat, I'm gonna show you and talk you through it, okay? So again, this takes practice. It takes time. Totally understand if it doesn't work the first time. I've been there, guys. Do not worry, you're gonna get there. But let's just see how it goes with these instructions, okay? So come to your mat. Find the center of your mat, okay, just so you'll know where you are on your mat. So I'm in the center, and I'm going to start in a all-fours position, okay? So right here, this is where I am, okay? And I'm going to make sure that when I'm in this position, that I want my shoulders right above that wrist, and I want my hip right above the knee, okay? So this is all fours. This is the nice tabletop position that we call in yoga. And I'm going to look down at my thumbs, and I'm going to position my body where it's nice and neutral. So if you can get here, this is a very good step. So I'm going to make adjustments here to make sure that I'm lined up correctly through my body, okay? So now that I'm there, I'm going to sit back, and I'm going to start to think about where my head needs to be in my bucket, okay? So let me come closer. So you have your forehead, you have your hairline, and then you have your crown of your head. So there's a sweet spot between the crown and the forehead, and it's right about here and here where I'm going to place my head into the bucket, okay? It's really important to understand where you're going to put it, because your neck is going to be super vulnerable, and you want to make sure that you're not putting it in a position where it's going to hurt yourself or compromise any injury, okay? So again, I've been doing this for quite a long time, literally over 8 years, and so it's just something that I am truly dedicated to making sure that when people do these, it's super safe and they can continue learning and growing into that position. But the first thing, safety, right there. Okay, so let's try this, okay? So back in that position, right? We sit back, we get our bucket ready. We're gonna place it down onto the mat, and then I'm gonna put my sweet spot into the bucket, okay? So hopefully you can hear me. I'm right here, and I'm going to find a way up, and I'm gonna pull my abs in. I'm gonna round that spine. I'm gonna dig my elbows into the mat, okay, guys? I'm pulling away from the elbows. I'm gonna start to push my pressure of my head into the bucket, and I'm gonna secure it right there. From here, I'm going to lift up my heels on my toes and slowly lift my hips up into the sky. Okay, so now I'm here. My pressure, all the weight is going into the fingers, guys. I'm right there, and I'm making sure that my neck is safe. When I feel ready, I'm going to walk my toes up, get my hips high, stack them right above, and place one foot in and the other foot up, just like that. Okay, stay right there. If this is where you are, you did it. You did great, okay? If you're feeling pretty sassy, you want to get all the way up there, stack those hips. Make sure you breathe and focus. Do the best you can if you want to get those legs up. That is not the goal. You guys are already in the inversion. This is just another full way of doing it. When you come out, you just reverse that action. You come all the way down. Take your time. Nice and gentle dismount. Find a way to find just 1 or 2 seconds of stillness, and then slowly work your way up so you don't get dizzy. Yeah? Okay. So that is my bucket method for that one, okay? It's actually pretty solid. You're gonna feel a little pressure in your finger through here. So that's a cork mat, and I'm on a very hard surface. It's more fun when there's a little bit of cushion, but the cushion can kind of screw up a little bit of your stability and your balance. So think about what you want. It's okay to feel a little bit of pressure here, just as long as you don't hurt yourself. It's just comfort more than anything. So, but you'll find ways. I like to do it in the grass. It's actually pretty fun in the grass. So, okay. So the next way is where you're doing the tripod headstand with your forehead, well, the top of your crown, and your two hands on the actual mat. So this is the second way of doing it, and a lot of people like it because you don't have to fold your hands and feel that pressure. But this is, to me, is a little bit more difficult because you have to understand where to keep your elbows. Your elbows will slowly flare out and you'll lose that stability because that's not a triangle anymore. The triangle is compromised if you open up that elbow. So I would say focus on squeezing those elbows into the rib cage and locking it in and pressing all the pressure in your fingers, including the thumbs. Thumbs are super important into a headstand. Okay, let's go try this. So you're here, middle of your mat, just like we did last time. So now I want to make sure that my elbows are closed in. So I grab the opposite elbows with my hands, and I'm down here, just like this, okay? Now I'm gonna open up my palms, and my palms are down and flat. I wanna make sure that pressure in my finger, ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb is pushed down. I'm ready for this now, okay? So I'm up, I come on up, and then I drop my forehead down into a triangle like this, okay? Just like this. So I wanna put my head in the top part of that triangle, and my left hand is on this side and my right hand is on this side. I make a triangle with my head and my two hands. So I'm here, drop it down, and the crown of my head, literally on the very top, where that, you know, that very, like, that top chakra point is right here, and it's flat, right down there. You should be able to be looking through your legs, okay? You don't need to be looking down at the mat or looking up especially. You want to look through the mat. So here we are, drop it through. And same exact thing where you execute, where you lift your toes, lift up your heels with the toes down, and then slowly start to lift your hips. Walk yourself in, right? Squeeze those elbows into the rib cage, push all the pressure into your fingers, including the thumbs, and one at a time, lift yourself up. Hold it there if you need to, breathe. If this is where you are, this is where you are, this is perfect. And then slowly start to lift your legs up. Nice and easy. Take your time, there's no rush here. Squeeze, 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 press, press, press. Your body is fully activated, guys. Pull those elbows in, press into the thumbs, and then when you're ready, slowly reverse everything that you just did. Nice and easy, take your time, and slowly, gently dismount down. 2 seconds here to just take a breath and slowly come back up so you're not all dizzy. Yay, good job. Okay, so I hope that helps a little bit. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask in the comments. I'm happy to help. But again, my most favorite tip that I've ever been given as a yoga teacher from another yoga teacher is practice, practice, practice. Do the best you can, guys. I've been doing this for a long time. I've said this too many times, but the only reason I'm able to do this is because I've been practicing, and I try to do it almost every day. There's days that I don't do it, and that's fine. I got other things to do. I mean, I got a life. But if you're trying to do something really great and you're trying to hit a goal, you gotta practice, and you're gonna get it. So if these tips helped you, please let me know. And if there's anything that I can help you with other than headstands, with yoga or whatever, just let me know. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.